Women go, no, come on, that's whatever. I like an honest man. Trust me, you don't. An honest man is called an asshole. But we have to say stuff like, oh, honey, come on. I don't think those women are attractive. Ugh. No, you're magically and unscientifically the only human I'm attracted to. Look at them over there with their butts. Ugh. We say things like, of course, honey. Why wouldn't I want to spend my only day off at a pumpkin patch? That doesn't sound stupid at all. What's that? It costs money? Terrific. Let me grab my jacket. An honest guy would go, what's that, pumpkin patch? Go f yourself. I'm not doing that. It's the stupidest shit I've ever heard. Where do you come up with all this stupid shit? I don't understand. You're like really good at coming up with dumb we should do. Do you have a website you go to for dumb? Like, how do you find so much dumb for us to do?
Most women I see have bigger legs and hips than almost every man I know. So it's a scientific fact.
Then why are men faster sprinters than women? Why do men run faster than women?
Because their upper body strength too has to go and play with it. That's why
What?
it is. Oh, you guys didn't know that?
Wait. You're telling me that if we were...
Like you guys say to us, look up the scientific proof.
If we were to hypothetically...
So your arms have nothing to do with it in your upper body at all.
Shut
See?
up and let me finish before you
yeah, that's
keep
really,
interrupting. Yeah, because you keep
that's
interrupting.
Nice.
It's rude that you're interrupting.
You were interrupting me too.
If we were to chop off the upper bodies of men and women, men would still win in the sprint due to their greater capacity.
Or because they're smaller down there usually than most women, not because it's strength.
No, they're not.
Come on, most runners, they have small, skinny legs that are guys like that. Most of them, and with the long distance and short.
They don't. No, they don't.
Yeah, because I'm just making all this up.
Deadlifts, men can lift more. Squats, men can lift more.
Yep.
This is a lower body
It's their
exercise.
back. It's their back. It's everything.
Okay, then men can leg press more than women. Yes,
Maybe not
they
on.
can.
I don't know about average, but certain
Exactly,
cases.
you don't know.
Yeah, but you guys don't know either. You're just
Yes, I
generalizing
do.
stuff too. No, because everything I'm saying you can actually look up
There's
too,
world
just like everything you're
records,
saying.
lady.
I don't even know how this is a conversation. I mean, at this point, she's just being disingenuous for no reason. She's just arguing just to argue.
Listen to me. I could give any of you guys advice. This is what I would say. Don't destroy your peace. Don't help nobody. So back in December, I let this man move into my house. We had a relationship, situationship.
Now, why the hell would you allow a situationship to come live in your house? You know that type of ain't nothing but a goddamn joke.
It was the worst mistake of my life. He, of course, when you meet people at first, it's the representative. It's the good person. It's all of that, like the fake person. He lied to me about paying his mother's rent. He lied to me just about a plethora of things that I later found out were not true.
Oh, so you one of them people that think the sky is pink, huh? Because you know damn well if that boy paid his mother's rent, he wouldn't even moved in with you. He don't even look like he paid no goddamn car, no light bill, no nothing, boo. And he paying his mother's rent? Come on now.
And then now he's trying to stir up some sort of controversy. As you guys know, he bit through my finger. I still have nerve damage in my left index finger from this particular individual. I was trying to give him some more time to get his things together so that he could just move accordingly. But it seems that with these kind of demographic of people, you just cannot do that.
Girl, time. First of all, he would have never been in my shit. Let's start there. But then he bit your finger. So I'm confused on what type of animal you housing. And you still let him stay at your house? Girl, there's no way in hell that man would still be in my goddamn house. And if he didn't leave my house when I told him to, baby, the laws would have got him up out of there. Y'all let any and everybody stay in y'all house. Baby, girl, I know you ain't that damn desperate to have a man.
And that's what I learned here. I don't wish this on anybody. Tonight, the police will be coming to my house in a little bit. He called them, which is fine because I would like to speak to them. I just want him to go. And I just want to live my life with my children. He also made up a narrative about me saying that my kids, trained my children to be scared of him or make up stories about him. My children are 4 and 8 years old. If you've ever met my children, you know that I don't have to train them to make up anything. If my children are saying things about you, then they are probably true. They're innocent. They are children. I don't even play that game over here, but I just don't wish this on nobody.
Girl, so you mean to tell me you got this man in your house around your kids? Baby, y'all bring anybody around y'all kids just to say y'all got a man. Like, at this point, I'm questioning, do you love yourself, baby? Do you love your kids? Because I'm not bringing nobody in my house around. Baby, I'm not bringing anybody around my kids. Forget the whole house. You not even finna meet my kids, boo. Like, what? At this point, I'm blaming you for all the shit you done went through with him because, baby, this is on you.
I mean, the guy puts it down for you once. Or I'm not sure what he did. But all of a sudden, you want to do a voiceover of the pitfalls. Anybody who thinks with their brain for 2 seconds would understand the pitfalls. You don't need to warn us. You need to warn yourself.
Camilla quit OF. You guys have been in my DMs asking me to react to this. I think it's mostly because you guys love to watch me roast. If you haven't seen my content before, my name's Alif Guy and I'm just unhinged. I will call a spade a spade. I will speak my mind. I don't really give a fuck about being canceled. So let's get into it. I don't see Camilla having a monster energy AK. Bang. She's gonna do one of these 3 things. Number 1, she's gonna open her own OF agency and she is going to out young women with her boyfriend. Number 2, she's going to start a fashion brand. Or number 3, she might launch like a makeup brand. I don't know. If you're a loser and you're spending like $10 a month to see some nude, lock in, hop on Rainbet, gamble batch. Look at that. Now you have $20. Go buy a pizza. Quitting OF and she's gonna pursue a career. Like, yeah, you were to get to that position in the first place. She won't openly say that she feels guilty for doing OF. You can't tell me at the end of the day you don't sit and feel bad about what you did. What reaction you guys really wanted out of me? Yay! 1 down. I don't give a. Thanks for watching.
Honestly, I'm not sure how long this young lady has been doing OF. But I was kind of making the same point about Sophie Rain, right? You made 40 something, 80 something. I think I saw a video, 80 something $1 million. Why not take half of that, invest it, or even if you don't invest it, you can live off of that for the rest of your life. Why not? In 2 years, you're done working and you're 21. You can have $1 million for the rest of your life every year. You can ball above for the rest of your life every year. And that's after taxes. Why would you keep going? Why would you keep on doing OF? I applaud you for quitting. Like I said, I don't know how long she's been doing it. What's that girl's name with the red hair? She's Christian now. I think Nail or Nala or something like that. I think it is. Quit. I mean, for me, I probably wouldn't have married her just because that's not my vibe, right? For a lot of men, that's not their vibe either. But that brother that married her, he probably never even look at that type of stuff. So she probably never even coming across his feed, right? If that's you, you can't let, more power to you. But at some point in time, why don't you just stop? Why you keep on going? It'd be one thing if you're like, man, I was really hard on my luck. I was really down on my luck. And I had to do it. I mean, we've heard Taylor, one of the other female, she's a female men's right advocate, or she speaks for men. She said, I've never turned to OF. I've never turned to, taking off my clothes or going to any one of these gentlemen's clubs. I've never done it. And I've been doing content for a long, long time. Hopefully you could do that. But if you've got to do this, then why stay for a long time? I was watching a show on Netflix called, I think, Cocaine Cowboys, making money every month, a bunch of money. Why you stay? Why are you still in that? Quit while you're ahead. But unfortunately, the lesson here is most modern women, well, I guess most people in general, they get greedy. And all of a sudden, they get caught doing something that they shouldn't have been doing in the first place. And now when people can't bail them out or they can't bail themselves out, then all of a sudden, dang, I should have never done this.
Oh, y'all is about to laugh at this one. Go ahead and take a seat. Ladies, do you ever feel uncomfortable having to do your exercise in front of the guys because it feels like they're all staring at you?
But instead of the gym, and if it was a club, your ass would have been thrown. Wouldn't have had a problem doing that exercise now, would you? No, you wouldn't have. Like, it's just a whole bunch of... And you want to sit here and say, oh, we don't do that for male attention. Well, obviously, you have a problem of doing a simple squat. Oh my God, you can't run on the treadmill? Oh my God. In front of guys? But we can shake our ass though. Please. Literally. Please.
Honestly, time and place. When they get in the club, they're there to act a fool. It's similar to if they were to go to a singles event. Now, I'm in the headspace to talk to a man. Now I want to talk to a man. Outside of that, I don't want a man to talk to me, to come up to me, to pursue me, to chase me. None of that. But when I get in this room for the next couple of hours or however long I decide to stay here, then yes, open season. Essentially what they use these events for. Modern women are so close-minded sometimes. They use these events as like book signings. It's really what they are. It's really what they are. It's a book signing. They say, okay, I'm going to be giving a lucky man some of my attention, and he's going to give me a lot of his at 7 p.m. at this singles mixer on the west side of Chicago. Come prepared, come with money, come ready to buy me a drink, and maybe you might be the lucky guy to win VIP treatment. VIP treatment just means I talk to you for 5 minutes more than the other guys. I entertain you for 5 minutes more than the other guys. And this is no different. Time and place. I go to the club. I'm ready to act a fool. I get a couple of drinks in me. I'm ready to cut up even more. Now, when I get out of that setting and I go to the gym, now I'm focused. These are non-office hours. These are times for myself when I'm in there locked in. Nobody can talk to me. When I get in the club, all of a sudden it matters. I don't know, man.
Girls always take credit for a dude when he's like the best, right? It's always like behind every great man, there's an even greater woman, but you never hear behind every man that committed atrocities is an even more atrocious woman. Like Hitler's girlfriend, she sort of gets off the hook, you know what I mean? I was saying if she existed right now, she would have like a blog about how to spot dating a narcissist. Eva Braun would have a podcast with Anne Frank about how they're both victims.
If you are in a relationship and your girl brings up polygamy, she wants another man to be involved, not only another man, but a whole other couple, how would you go about that conversation?
That's not the woman for me. My woman would know that I come with protection, I come with provisions, I come with a certain standard, and I can't have that standard if it's another man that's cracking that. You feel what I'm saying? If another man has sexual access to her, because what else do I really get for protecting and providing, for putting my life on the line for this woman, other than sexual exclusivity? If I'm not getting sexual exclusivity, then why the fuck am I paying bills? Men protect and die for the things that are theirs. If she has another man or another couple, then she's not truly all mine. Now, what I'm saying is, I ain't saying that I ain't gonna smash a bitch that may have a nigga. I did it plenty of times, but she's not gonna be somebody that's gonna be under my umbrella of my household, of my protection and my provisions, because she's for everybody. So go out and be for everybody, and I might see you on Tuesday.
You wouldn't mind having 2 women or 3 women,
I can afford it.
but you cannot handle another man being in your house.
It's not a handle. It's no need for it. I can afford 2 women. I can afford 3.
You don't like a little competition?
I don't need a competition, baby. I bought the team. It's a difference.
You bought the team.
I bought the team.
Interesting people to come on my podcast. I need some interesting people to come on my show. You got a story to tell. You got a product to promote. You got an album releasing or a single. Hey, man, come on the Ugly Money Podcast. One of the biggest podcast platforms in the Southeast. It's bigger than radio. I do more views than TV. You definitely want to tap in. Just DM me the word interview. Pound sign interview. Don't come broke. No, you know what I'm saying? Let's go viral. It's like this clip right here that you just seen. Yeah. See? It could have been you. You was playing. You about 3-5 with me. Capping like it's gas. Dumbass.
I just saw a dude say he's got a girlfriend and his wife has a boyfriend. And they had to tell their daughter because they're in the spotlight. They're in that lifestyle. They're open. So they had to talk about it and make sure their daughter knew. So when it came out in the public, it wouldn't be a shock to their daughter. Now, that's not something that I would do. I'm not going to say it's weird. I'm just going to say that's a lot of moving parts, right? So I guess to each his own in that regard. But yeah, if I'm giving you money, or maybe not giving you money, but if I'm spending my time and my resources on you, then I'm not 100% sure. To be honest with you, I'm not 100% sure I would feel comfortable with that. That's not, no.
I'm going to say something kind of wild.
You didn't have to raise your hand.
If I were, okay, well, I
like that though. Being obedient is awesome. Oh my God, that is a trait. What you just did is a trait that certain communities would kill for it. Like, I said you're obedient, and you didn't say, oh, I ain't no obedient. And you were just like, you went in there.
That's my thing. I'm trad wife
I
till
don't
I
know what you're
die.
talking about.
Nothing makes me cringe more than hearing a woman call her man, her significant other, her husband, the B word or the P word. Now, y'all not gonna get me to curse ever. So y'all gotta figure out it's a curse word, okay? It starts with the P. I'm not gonna say it. But y'all know what I'm talking about. Right. Nothing makes me cringe more. And I'm telling you, man, if you have a woman that calls you that, whether she mad, as a joke, get rid of her, please. Get rid of her. She has zero respect for you and how you feel. Because I wish I would think about calling my husband, if I did curse, the B word. That is so demeaning as a man.
Right.
And the P word, they go hand in hand. Why? What kind of woman that loves and supports her man, her husband, would even let that word come out of her mouth?
Some guys just hit that point where they'd rather be alone than deal with mixed signals and games. And honestly, I get it.
9.5 times out of 10, it's the mom that's jumping in to pick him up, to say it's too hard. Even when a dad says to a boy in maybe a gruffer voice or something like, you're fine. The mom's like, he's not fine. Right then.
Yeah.
You are teaching that kid, okay, they're not on the same page. What dad said was not okay. I'm going to go to mom because I get cuddled and snuggled, especially when they're little. I get all this toxic empathy that's like just bubble wrapping this little boy, and that is not what is supposed to be happening. The dad might be a little harder and be like, get up, and the mom should probably just keep her mouth shut. Be like, yep, go ahead and get up, buddy. And the mom has got to back the husband's play.
She's looking at a boy, we're looking at a man.
That's right.
Yeah. I'm trying to prepare him for life, and you're trying to keep him safe. And those are both good impulses, but the one you have to shift.
Unspoken rule you should know. If you meet a girl and she has a nose piercing, run.
Shawnee, 25, and stylist. I'm Deshawn, 36, and I'm an educator.
What's your age?
I'm 30. I'm Deshawn. I'm the owner of Chastity's Closet, and I am 36. Deshawn, 36. I'm a student. Shawnee, 24, and a wardrobe stylist. I'm Shawnee. I'm 25, and Shawnee. I'm a student, and I have a 501c3 called Chastity's Closet. Shawnee, I'm 23, and my occupation is a wardrobe stylist. Oh, I'm Shawnee. I'm a elementary school teacher, and I'm 30. Shawnee, and I'm 30, and my occupation, I'm a student.
If the host knew she was doing that, why they let her keep on doing that? Why nobody ain't say nothing? Y'all knew she been lying this whole time. Why nobody said, hey, let me pull you off to the side? Why you keep on saying that?
I took the role of being your son father, not just a daddy, but a father.
Right.
I went in so hard, bro. I went in so hard to the point where I put them on my wheel. I had a meeting with my kids. I said, how y'all feel if I scoot y'all over? I scoot over a little slide and let somebody else get a little bit of it. And, you know, my kids are amazing. They're my best friends. And they was down with it. So I moved a little space over and added her son in. I'm like, you ain't even my son for real.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Wow. Damn. That has to take a toll.
I put her in my wheel as well too. Yeah. You was just my girlfriend. You ain't even my wife.
I hope that still ain't dead now.
Yeah, man.
I hope that still ain't.
One time the son said, you ain't my daddy. Now that's one thing you don't say to a man that ain't your daddy. Don't remind him that you ain't his daddy. You know what I'm saying? Don't remind me that.
I know that, but you ain't got
to. Right. I done fed you, took you on all these trips, giving you a beautiful life.
Yeah.
I ain't your daddy. I put you on my wheel. Bro, when he did that, bro, I ran to my lawyer to try to get that, you know what I mean? Because I felt like I was finna have a heart attack. Seriously.
Here we go again. Oh, you sick bastard. You sick bastard. I hate you so much. I hate
Look, this is her. This is her. This is a person with a certified from the Behavioral Science Board. That's his behavior. Look at this abuse. Look at this. She's grabbing my ears.
I hate you.
Stop, please stop hitting me.
Why are you doing this to me?
Please stop hitting me.
Answer me.
Stop hitting me.
Answer me. Answer me.
Please stop hitting me.
Answer me. Why are you doing this to me?
Please stop hitting me.
Answer me.
I want to go outside.
No, you abuse me with your words. You're with me. Why?
I want to go outside.
Why are you with me?
I want to go outside.
Answer. My blood pressure.
I want to go outside.
Answer me.
I want to go outside. I want to go outside.
Answer me now. Why are you doing this to me?
I want to go outside. Please stop. Please
Look
stop.
into my eyes.
Please stop.
Look into my eyes.
Please stop.
Why are you doing this to me?
Please stop. Please
I
stop.
can't breathe.
Please stop.
Why are you doing this?
Please stop.
I can't breathe. You're doing this to me.
Esther, please stop.
Can we leave? I can't be here. I have to leave. What are you doing?
Please stop.
I did everything you wanted me to. I did it. I did it.
Please stop. Please
I
stop.
did it. What do you want? What more do you want from me?
Please stop.
What do you want?
Please stop.
What do you want from me? Tell me.
I want you to please stop.
Tell me what you want from me.
I want you to please stop.
What do you want? What more do you want?
I want you to please stop.
What more do you want?
I want you
I'm
to
gonna live your
please
life.
stop.
Just have a way. Watch! God, and your son's gonna die for all the things you're doing to me. I can't. I'm not gonna fucking stop it, please.
Oh, this.
Please
Yeah,
stop it.
Men are experiencing what it's like to be a woman, and they can't stand it.
I think you got that wrong. Actually, women are experiencing what it's like to be a man, and y'all can't stand it because y'all seeing a lot of rejection right now. Y'all seeing a lot of guys not paying y'all attention, and y'all trying to reverse it on us. But it's really y'all. Y'all talking about a male loneliness epidemic, but all the while, I see a bunch of females online complaining about how men not approaching them anymore, or why they not asking them out on dates, why they not doing this and that. So it's really y'all. But if you keep trying to say it's on us, cool. I always say, if you like it, I love it.
Guys, if she disrespects you, especially in public, and you bring it up and she doesn't recognize what she did wrong, walk away.
Guys think it's a flex to be like, I don't chase women. Okay, bye. Go find your husband then.
Okay, bye. Hey, I'm over here. Please don't go. Oh no, where are all the good men at? I love women genuinely, but what they say and what they actually mean are two completely different things. What you actually want him to be chasing is his goals, his dreams, his passions, and his desires, because that is his way of chasing the things that you truly want in the long term, which is long-term stability and a secure family.
Send me an angel.
That's a real friend. His homie sitting at his wife's grave in the morning. Everybody need a homie like this.
I absolutely love this, man. You know, it's so important. It is so important to be there for people, man. To be there for your brothers, to be there for your family, to be there for the people that need you most, man. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. I Everyone out here is struggling, man. There's people who are mourning. There's people who out here who are going through traumatic, difficult times in their life. And life here is lonely, man. All we have as men is elevation, God, and good people, man. A good circle. And a lot of people, unfortunately, they don't realize that until it's too late. You know, if you have a good circle and you have God in your life, man, you win. There's nothing else to it. You always win.
Damn, bitch, you hella thick. I'm talking to you.
You're talking to me?
Yeah, you thick.
Okay, thank you, but please don't call me, okay? Oh, please back up. You're making me uncomfortable. Yes, you're making me uncomfortable.
Bro,
you're like so close to me right now.
Back up, bro. Leave her alone. Seriously. Wait, who is you?
I applaud the man who stood up for her in the elevator. He made it very clear that that other guy needed to back the hell up. And I would hate to think what would have happened if he wasn't there to step in. And I really don't need to tell you what the other guy was doing wrong here that makes him not a good man. He was just being an asshole. He's calling her, he's walking up on her, he's trying to intimidate her with his size, and all she's trying to do is ride an elevator where she's going. But in truth, a good man is going to step in. He's going to intervene and stop a bad situation from playing out. That could have been any number of dudes standing there who just simply let it happen because he was too afraid to step up. And that's who we should all aspire to be like. Someone who's willing to step in, take a risk to protect somebody, even if we're a little bit afraid.
Just look at the kid. When is she smiling the hardest?
I know you guys probably think that, oh, she's a little person. That's cute. She's a little human. We're going to do that. But that's not. You don't need to be doing that. Not at all. She's a child. You can dress her as a child.
If you're a woman and you're the breadwinner, why the f is he with the man? Isn't that the whole point of them?
Ooh, now this could be fun. Let's see how many people know the answer to this question. Which particular ism was just demonstrated in that video by the implication that a particular group of people's only purpose in a relationship is to fulfill the duties that have been stereotypically assigned to their particular gender? Still don't know what it is? Well, I'll give you another hint. There are some out there who mistakenly are of the opinion that by virtue of fact that a person happens to be of a particular gender, that they cannot experience that particular ism. It's amazing, isn't it, that some actually believe that. But if the roles were reversed, and this question was asked of men in regards to why they're in a relationship with women that don't cook and clean, the answer would be obvious. So I ask again, which ism was just demonstrated against men?
You would never cheat on him? Never.
Huh? Wait, what'd you ask?
Would you ever cheat on him?
Yeah, I would, but he wouldn't.
This guy's suffering from a disease we call nice guy syndrome. See, society tells us to be nice guys and then punishes us for doing so. So what is it that girls find so attractive about the bad boys? Well, first and foremost, usually the bad guys will have the confidence to apply competence to their life. The same guys that have that edge in their aura and arrogance are the same guys that succeed in the business world, in the ability to have a physical edge over other guys. That same competition that lets the lion live inside of us allows us to be productive in all realms of life. See, if you're not a competitive male, otherwise known as a beta male in this day and age, you'll have no success, not only in life, but definitely not with female. You can attract her by the nice guy act, but via the law of hypergamy, she's always going to be on edge to leave you because there's bigger, better, stronger, and more competent. Being a bad boy isn't about not being a nice person. It's the ability to have that edge that girls desire. You can be nice, but your boundaries aren't. Your lifestyle isn't. They're harsh, competitive, and demanding. Just like the lifestyle you've chosen to be productive.
The bare minimum for a man to enter into your life as a woman needs to be whatever you can do for yourself, step above that. He needs to bring more into your life. Otherwise, why do you need him? Why?
Bitch, what are you bringing into his life? What are you bringing to the table? I'm so sick of hearing freaking whine, complain, and moan about what men need to do for them and what they need to bring to the table when they literally offer nothing besides being a nagging, ugly, fattest torta, feminist freaking... Yeah. Oh yeah, did I mention that they're all whores too? oh my gosh, why does society hate women even though society puts women on a pedestal? It's like, no, how come more people don't hate women? I'm just asking questions here. Stupid.
You know, ignoring women is always better than arguing with them. Because arguing with a woman is like playing chess with a pigeon. She'll knock over the pieces on the board and then strut around like she won.
One of my favorite jokes from a comic right now is Jeff.
Really?
Yeah. If Lizzo is so pretty, why do women get mad when I say you look like this? That's a checkmate.
I tell skinny chicks now, like these like wokey kind of like skinny white chicks, I go, oh my gosh, you look very pretty. And like, thank you. I was like, you look like Dylan Mulvaney. And they're like, I was like, well, what? We're all playing along that she's a gorgeous woman and,
I thought she was
and
cool.
Lizzo's a big, beautiful lady.
They just go to you, you know what we mean.
Yeah. Turns out you're all full of
Yeah.
So I kind of need a man with confidence. And since I do like rave content, I do show my body a lot. And I just need to know, like, are you easily jealous? And if someone comes to me and tries to talk to me, like, in a rude way, I mean, would you stick up for me? Because, like, understandable if you're not there, I can stick up for myself, honestly. But if you are there and if someone's disrespecting me, are you going to be like, what the f are you doing?
And so disrespect and attention are two different things.
Yeah.
And how someone handles the attention they get is first and foremost on them to understand what they want out of an interaction. When it becomes to a point where what you tried to mitigate the situation doesn't work, that's what I'm there for. And if we both know it's going to get there, I'm going to stop it beforehand. If you're already aware you're attracting certain attention, you should already be trying to figure out how to not do that before you meet me. That's it. That's all. And so jealous, not the type. Not the type. You feel me? Because if we both have already established a certain rapport and relationship, whatever goes on with other people has nothing to do with me because my relationship is with you. Right. So if I feel disrespected or threatened by somebody else, I'm asking you about your behavior and who this person is, not checking them because they don't owe me anything.
Does that work for you? We don't want any other.
Like, so are you saying that it's like my fault if the person tries to talk to me?
No, I'm saying if it gets to a point where I'm confused or threatened by someone, then they have some type of relationship or rapport with you already. If it's someone bothering you, if we're in public and someone says something to you,
I can't control
then that's a whole nother topic. If someone is bothering you in my vicinity and I see it, that's a whole nother topic. You said jealous. I'm not going to be jealous if someone is talking to you.
I said jealous, and would you defend me if someone tries to talk to me?
We don't need to go further.
Okay. Is aesthetically, is he someone that's your type?
Again, I do like short kings, and he is handsome, but I just don't like how he answered my question.
Is she someone that's your type?
Not necessarily.
He's right. It don't matter. We don't need to go any further. Let's move on. You're an idiot. Once again, a loser. To be frank, you're a loser. You and the other woman that were down the line. I mean, I think he talked to both of the ladies. They asked similar questions, and they were both stupid. So basically, you show your body. Somebody comes up, gives you that attention, and now you want a man to defend you. Are you doing something that needs to be talked about? This is what he's talking about. Are you doing something that would make me jealous? Like, are you, well, I show my body, so I'm going to be out here flirting with the people. Well, then, yeah, I would be jealous. Of course I would be jealous. If you saying, hey, how you doing? Thanks for supporting me. I mean, that's not my type of content, but hey, thanks for supporting me. I appreciate it. Do you need me to sign a picture or something like that? It's kind of weird, but whatever. If I'm in that relationship with you, then it is what it is. I already know that's what's coming on. But if a man's walking up to you and a man is saying, let me grab those things, right? And you say, hey, whoa, take it easy. Take it easy. That is, hey, how you doing? How you doing? Thanks for supporting my work. If you're not setting boundaries is basically what he's saying. What am I defending you? What am I defending you for? Of course I'm jealous. If I'm pouring my resources into you, and then another man just randomly walks up and said, hey, big fan of your work. Grabs your behind, starts grabbing and kissing all over you, and you're not saying nothing about it. Why would I come defend you if you're not defending yourself? If you're not setting boundary yourself? Oh, stop it. Oh, you're such a bad boy. And then you post it later on Instagram, one of my bad boy naughty followers come get some sort of VIP access pass right here. Click the link in the bio, that sort of thing. No, we don't we don't need to be together, because that's what you was planning on doing. You planning on allowing other dudes and maybe even women to touch all over you and to do anything to you. But when you get tired of it, then you say, okay, that's enough. I'm gonna call my man over here. That's what you're trying to do.
There's something so icky about like a guy being so happy.
100%. No, literally, Dave is always sad, and I'm like, this is so hot.
Right? That's
Everything
hot.
makes him sad.
Yeah, but if they're so ecstatic,
No, they cannot show joy like that. That's forbidden.
Yeah.
Ew. This is why I don't think there's a male loneliness epidemic. They're done. Men are done. He can be happy with his friends, and he doesn't have to worry about his lady getting the ick because she's not present. Men spend their whole lives hiding most of their emotions, all while going to a job that probably drains them, doing all of these things all the time for everyone else except himself. But if he has the audacity to show some joy, there's some women on some podcast somewhere laughing about it, saying it's icky. These same types of women 10, 20 years from now are going to be making videos, where have all the good men gone? Because these types of women push away the healthiest types of men. And are these podcasts ever I don't understand what's so funny about any of these things.
Another gaslighting tactic that women will use is when they twist your words. So you'll say something very basic, very direct, and they'll take that and make it mean something else and have a problem with it. So you'll say something like, hey man, listen, I just want to relax. I really don't feel like going out tonight. I don't feel like going out to eat tonight. A lot of women will take that and say, oh, well, if you don't want to hang out with me, just say that. If you don't want to be around me, or you don't want to be around me and hang out with me, just say that. That's gaslighting. She heard exactly what you said, but she's being selfish in a sense to where she's trying to guilt trip you because you are drained or you don't feel like doing something. Women do like that. That's gaslighting. Or let's say you tell your woman, I don't really like the way that you're talking to me right now. I don't really like the way that you disrespect me. Right? And instead of dealing with and being accountable for that, they'll take what you say and catastrophize it and say, oh, well, you're just saying I'm just the meanest, rudest to you ever. I'm just the rudest person in the world. I'm just no good, huh? That's gaslighting, bro. You see what I'm saying? Or you could say something like, hey, I feel like you're not listening to me. Oh, so now you saying I don't love you and I don't care about you. They twist your words, in order to escape accountability.
Can you guess how many women were on the 2024 Forbes list for highest earning athletes in the world?
4.
0.
What?
0.
That is so
sad.
fucked up.
Yeah. All right,
really
yeah, it's upsetting.
You know, it's funny because they go, that makes me upset. That makes me mad. I'm infuriated. But nobody asked the question of, well, who was on the list? Which sports were on the list? Why did the list look that way? Nobody says any of that. They just go, that makes me upset. We need to do something about this. And that's exactly how they vote. I know that my knowledge on this topic is little to none, but my feelings are hurt. I have an opinion and I want it to be known. Hashtag gaslight gatekeep girl boss.
I think another good question would have been, can you name any female athletes? Do you follow any female athletes? And the answer is almost certainly no.
It's something that you are unlearning, like a behavior that you're unlearning to make you, or that's helping you become a better person.
Name an age and the answer to a question.
My name is Counsel. I'm 41, my father's only son. And one thing that I'm unlearning is lust. I had a bad problem with lust, sleeping with a lot of different women, unprotected in my life. So now I'm just, keeping it to myself.
So you have more self-control.
I have more self-control and more self-awareness and more self-value. So I don't want to have sex with a woman who I'm not committed to now moving forward.
What are your thoughts on long distance? Okay. I am in California. I have no problem with traveling, but I see there's a lot of issues for some people. So
I live in Atlanta currently, so traveling is not a problem. You gonna come see me?
Are you gonna come see me too?
No. What? I can't. Don't see. She looked at me like that. So I'm gonna say maybe. Yes. I have no problem coming to see you, but you'll probably have to see me more than I see you because of the business I'm running in Atlanta. So if you're okay with giving 100% and I give 100%, but if you're also okay with visiting me more than I visit you, then we're good to go.
I will have to pop.
Okay, so why was your balloon unpopped?
She seemed like fun. She seemed like somebody that I could get to know, somebody I could share a good time with. But she don't want to come see me, so hey, it is what it is.
It's not that I don't want to come see you. I just want it to be a mutual effort. I don't want to be the one that's always coming to see you.
No, but you don't have to always see me. I will come see you too, but you'll just have to see me more than I see you. And I'll make time for you. Because hey, this, we working.
Anyway,
Okay.
so
Yeah, no.
apart from popping on him not seeing you as much as you would go see him, is he someone that's your type?
Yes.
Thank you.
That you shouldn't have did that, man.
Why?
So come on.
You shouldn't have did that.
He's playing games. He's playing games. He might be running a business in Atlanta, but he's gonna get that woman down there and clap them cheeks and send her on back up to where she came from. That's about all that's gonna happen.
I don't like when people are overly confident when they approach me because you're not nervous enough. If you can spit game to me flawlessly, no. You need to be having a panic attack when you're talking to me. Otherwise, I know you're not into me.
A lot of women are intimidated by extremely confident and attractive men. So sometimes you not getting play from a woman or getting turned down is not because you lacked anything, but it's because you are overqualified. And the reason being, women want a man that's going to put on a pedestal. So as she mentions, if you go and you approach her too confidently, you're too collected, too calm, she's saying that she knows you don't like her because you're not going to be begging for her. You're not going to be chasing for her. She can tell you have options. She can tell that you get women. She wants a man that isn't used to a woman that looks as good as she thinks she looks. That's all it is. Nothing else, nothing more. And women like this, in all honesty, they're just really no good for you. The reason being, there's just some women that lack the ability to be secure enough in their looks and also be with a man that's also very confident, very attractive. It's just a very difficult dynamic. I've seen it myself. I've experienced it. And even some clients I've worked with, they dealt with it as well. But women do not like men that make them feel smaller than. And part of you being able to approach a woman like her and speak to her so confidently and speak to her so calmly, she just doesn't feel as if she's going to be a challenge for you. And that for her is a problem. And you guys have to remember that sometimes. Some women, they want men that they know they're going to run over. These men are going to always want to do anything to be in their presence, do anything to make them feel good, do anything to appease them. That's all it's about. It's about their ego. They cannot be with a man who radiates and who also just has people naturally gravitate to them. That's basically what she's saying. She's saying that I don't want to be with a man who I know can work the room. That's basically what she's saying. She doesn't want to be with a dominant man who, no matter who he's around, people just feel calm, they feel good around. She's basically knowing that you're the type of guy that everyone wants to be around. She doesn't want that. She wants to be the center of attention. She wants to be the reason that everyone is looking left, looking right. But that's serving you no purpose. Find women that are not only secure with themselves, but can also elevate you and boost you up. Not women that are intimidated because you're already a very well-established man. You carry yourself in a good manner. You do things at an excellent type standard. Nonetheless, it's Trust Fund Baddies only. If you need help vetting so that you don't deal with these type of women, and you also want to be sure that you're only surrounding yourself with the woman that's also going to elevate you, not make you do everything about her and make her feel better about herself, then apply with Trust Fund Baddies Academy. The link is in the bio or comment TFBA.
We have fat phobia at a parking meter in, I believe, Los Angeles.
Why do we have on the parking meter, sometimes I diet, don't feed me on the following holidays? Why are we promoting fat phobia and diet culture, even on the parking meters in LA?
I mean, you can't stop thinking about food, even on a parking meter. You do realize when we talk about feeding meters, we're not putting chicken nuggets in it. We're talking about feeding it coins, currency, not food. First of all, wearing a Harvard sweatshirt while saying all of this is just peak irony. Diet culture is not a real thing. It's just called being normal, eating normal, not being overweight. You know what's so funny is to be triggered by a inanimate object about feeding a meter, somehow making it about your fat self, but not being offended by your own size, your own sugar levels, your blood pressure, the size of clothing you're wearing, the fact that you take up more space, you take up more resources, the fact that you're not offended by when your test results come back and none of them are good. I think it's interesting how you're not offended by any of those things, but you're offended by a parking meter. Society should bring back shame. You are sick, you are unhealthy, and you are slowly killing yourself. So when people are trying to get you to steer away from that, they're actually the only ones that are potentially helping you. The Harvard sweatshirt just really does it all for me. What? Did you go to Harvard, but you're offended by a parking meter? Oh, you didn't go to college. Your opinions don't matter. Okay, well, I also don't get in fights with parking meters, so.
You're just doing too much. I don't even know if they were talking about fat people. I don't even know if they were talking about people that are overweight. There's a lot of people that some would not consider fat or overweight that diet. There's people in the gym that are fit, that are on a diet. They don't call it a diet. They just call it a way of life. They call it a lifestyle. Well, this is what I eat every day to maintain my weight. But for most people, it would be a diet. You're doing too much.
You know, I hate to be the one to say it, but can you imagine if a man said that? Yeah, it's not funny. If you respect him, you won't hit him. It's that simple. How about baking him cookies instead? I mean, we are in the season for it, so, you know, try that instead.
She asked me if I date for marriage. I said, listen, I date for love. I'm only going to experience life one time. Why would I deny myself the pleasure of love? You know, I don't think anybody is on their deathbed saying, I wish I loved less. So, yeah, it's not about marriage. It's not about a title for me. It's not about labels. It's about love. I was in Dooneyland. 2 hours later, I was in the shit.
I want y'all to understand that these are the master manipulators that these women be talking about. Buddy sat down and told Shorty a whole bunch of nonsense for, what was that, like almost a minute? And in her mind, she was like, you know what? I asked this man if he dates for marriage. He basically told me, nah, I just want to bust some cheeks down, but in a sweet way. She thought, you know what? He's probably a good guy. After Buddy cracked, I guarantee she said that he was some type of master manipulator. No, he wasn't. You were just dumb. Like, this isn't master manipulation. Dude just said a bunch of nonsense and you wanted to believe it. Because I'm sure out there somewhere, there was some woman out there listening to what he was saying and was like, he just chatting a bunch of nonsense. But the majority of y'all want to believe it. Like, you want, like, if I asked a woman, right, say I'm dating to marry, right? And I asked a woman, hey, do you date to marry? And she was like, you know, it's not about marriage. It's about love and experiences and being the best that we can be with each other and da-da-da. I'm gonna be like, so no? Like, what are we talking about? You just chatting a bunch of nonsense. I'm gonna be sitting there like, oh my gosh, here she go. These dudes aren't smart. These dudes aren't smart. They had a 1.5 GPA in high school and college. And we're talking about, oh, he manipulated me so well. If you got manipulated by an idiot, what does that make you? What does it make you?
That's exactly what she's going to say. Oh, he manipulated me. He did me wrong. I would have never even known. No, he essentially, what y'all be doing on the internet, in the way that y'all say a lot of stuff that it sounds deep, but it's not really that deep. That's essentially what he did back to you, right? He just told you a story in real life, a live action, which, I mean, to be fair, I can see why you would fall for it because it's, you know, it's up close. It's a book that I'm reading coming to real life. And so now this is experience that I have to take advantage of. And a lot of times these modern women do, because that's what they want to do. He just said a bunch of nothing back to you. And when you get taken advantage of, you're just hoping that the story is going to continue. But it never was. It wasn't from the start. He just said a bunch of nonsense. It sounded deep. It sounded romantic. It sounded lovely. And you liked it. And that was it. He cracked. He moved on. And now you left with another body.